You know, some people ask, Fred, what do you keep in your backpack when you go on these hunts? And to a certain extent, I customize it per the hunt I'm going on. But let's walk through what I have in my pack. On the bottom right here, I always keep a GPS. Always a good idea, so you always know where you're at, or if you get in a bind, or if you need to mark a downed animal, it's also handy. In my next pouch, that's handy to get to as well, no laughing at my super high-tech bag here, but in a Ziploc, I always keep my cell phone, and then I keep it in a sock. Don't ask why, but it'll keep a little moisture. Let's say it's super rainy like it is here in Washington. Gets a little rainy and maybe there's a little hole in my Ziploc, that'll soak up any moisture. So I keep my phone in there. I can use that for pictures. I can use that if I need to make an emergency call. I also keep in there, and always in a Ziploc, my wallet. That's got my tag in it. So if I get stopped by a game warden, I can show him my tag. If I harvest an animal, I can put the tag on the animal. I also keep my calls as well. These are my elk calls that I'll be using here in Washington. I've got my cow calls and then my diaphragms that I use if I want to make a bugle. And moving on, and again, this is where you want to keep everything in the same spot in your pack every time, and I keep this stuff super accessible. I've got my headlamp right here. Let's say I'm coming out in the dark, going in early in the morning, I've always got a light with me. I also have a wind detector. As a bow hunter or a rifle hunter, you always need to know exactly what that wind's doing, so I always have a wind detector. I also keep all kinds of snacks. You can always find me with power bars, energy bars, Snicker bars. I also always keep a pen with me because a lot of times you need to sign a tag depending on where you're at. So that keeps me legal. I can sign my tag in the field. In my other pouch right here, again, it's accessible without me having to open the whole pack. I keep a rangefinder. I also keep my camouflage gloves, and I also keep a warm hat in case I need to put that over my hat or take my hat off and put it in my head. Another thing I always carry is a knife sharpener. That way, if I'm working on an animal, I can touch up my knife. So now moving on, we'll zip these up. On my main compartment of my pack, right here, I always keep water with me. Besides food, I have enough water to stay out for a whole day if I need to and I'm not planning on it. Additionally, I keep a pair of long underwear. I always keep a heavy sweatshirt, so if things get chilly, I need to spend the night, maybe I'm not planning for it or the weather changes, I've always got a sweatshirt with me as well. I've also got additional layering. I've got another First Light jacket here that I can put on over my other clothes. I also always keep rain gear. That's a rain gear top and bottom. I can put that on if the weather gets nasty, so I'm ready for any kind of weather conditions. And then lastly, one of your hunter's favorite friends. I keep my TP in a Ziploc as well. So that's what I keep in my pack. Keep it lightweight, keep it down to the items that you need, and always have extra rain gear and extra clothing in case the weather gets nasty. You always want to be prepared for anything. Well, there you go. That's what I keep in my pack.